Everybody, welcome back to 5 Minute Friday. 5 Minute Friday is where I answer 5 questions that came in. This week, a bunch of my friends sent me inappropriate questions, which of course I'm not going to answer here, but they were quite funny, and instead normal people sent me questions which I have right in front of me. So, number 1, we'll start the counter. Okay. Is now a good time to start a business? Trick question. There is no good time to start a business. It's hard all the time, depending on what type of business you're doing. If it's online, it's fine. Even if it's offline, a lot of stuff can be done remotely now you wouldn't have been able to do before because people are much more comfortable with kind of the virtual play. And I guess my advice is always, if you have the inkling to start a business. 12 months from now, you'll be happy you started today. And I know that sounds cliche, but starting a business, that actual starting part is the hardest part. As you get into it, you'll get more comfortable. Things will become easier, even like with this YouTube channel, which isn't a business, but first one, super hard. I'll link up to the most uncomfortable version of me you'll ever see. Now that we're 35, 40 videos in, it's actually comfortable. I'm getting used to talking to camera and hopefully delivering some value. So in a year from now, you'll wish that you started, so start it. Number 2, what keeps you up at night? 2 things. I don't really stay up at night. I'm pretty good at going to sleep. But number 1, doing work that matters. It's easy to get drawn into work that's just transactional. So I'm trying to be more mindful to do work that matters and will leave some type of a legacy, either with a person, a company, or maybe an industry. It's not always possible, but our whole saying, leave people better than you find them, we're trying to amplify that a little bit more. Second thing is not to raise assholes. My kids have a privileged life. My wife and I didn't. We learned how to hustle. That made all the difference. So trying to figure out ways to make their lives kind of intentionally difficult so that they can learn to callous their minds and work hard. That's something I spend a ton of time thinking about. Number 3, what's your greatest regret of the last year? My greatest regret is launching a book 2.5 weeks before COVID kicked in. That book, Activating Champions, link up here. It's a dead book. Books that I write tend to do really well when I tour them because it gets, audiences come in, they hear about the book, they buy the book, they read the book because they feel like they know me. Then they tell other people about the book. On average, every person that reads the book is good between probably, hand selling, we call it, telling other people about it, between 10 and 50 books. And so I was to talk to about 7,000 people. I talked to about, not that many. I mean, I was out on tour for 3 weeks and my big cities had yet to hit. When I got to San Francisco, my 3 big events at Google, Facebook, and Stanford all got canceled. So that sucks. And that book can't be resurrected. All I can do is write the next book and hope the audience I have will buy the one that's out because they know me, and the future book hits well, then people will read the rest of your backlist. So anyway, that's a regret. Who is the best performing client type that you have? I tend to like 2 groups the most. One is single moms with multiple kids, and the other is failed entrepreneurs. Single moms with multiple kids don't have any reason or any excuse to be unsuccessful. If they don't do the work, their kids go hungry, literally. And so I know those clients work harder than anyone I've ever seen. Failed entrepreneurs who are in the saddle for a second time know the pain of being a failure in business, and they do almost anything to survive and thrive. Those are my 2 favorite clients who have, are in loving marriages and have lots of money already and a business that kind of organically grows. Those tend to be a little more challenging because they're not hungry. So we want clients hungry but not thirsty. So willing to work hard but not desperate. Number 5, what gets clients fired? A ton of things. We have a 60-page document at Go CEO dealing with the different reasons clients get fired and the scripts that we use. The biggest reasons they get fired is they don't do the work. They lie to themselves and us. They practice bad business, i.e. Slamming competitors or treating staff like shit. But the big one is not doing the work. What we say and what I learned from Ernesto Ciroli, who was a business coach I learned from 21 years ago, 2 things is, number 1, as soon as you start caring about clients' businesses more than they care about them, you need to fire them. And the second one, which took me many years to figure out, is don't call clients, you call them back. And so the job of a business coach is to empower a client, not create dependency. Anyway, that is the 5-Minute Friday. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below or email me at chris@ghostceo.com. To the Red Solo Cup who have been sending the questions, I am not going to answer your questions on here, but happy to do them to the nature of which they were sent to me privately through text. Anyway, hope you guys all have a great week ahead. Remember, gladiators eat first. Take care of yourself and others, and I will see you in the next video.